Yeah.
Welcome one, welcome all
Howdy,
to
howdy.
the LavaSlug podcast with your hosts, Michael, Kid, and Kale Shireman.
That's right. Welcome back, motherfuckers.
So, you may have noticed that our voices are a little bit deeper. That's because we became real men.
Yeah, we took a shit ton of tren before this episode. So if you notice that we get ridiculously jacked
Real mad.
throughout the episode, just complete full mass,
I'll get
don't be
right.
alarmed.
Welcome to church.
It's gorilla season. Follow me to Results Island.
Games! 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 A trembolone sandwich.
Oh yeah, yeah, brother. The sweet cream will rise to the top.
The cream of the crop will rise to the top. Brother.
What are we talking about today?
I don't know. Just keep in mind we're in a very low man voice, so this should be fucking hilarious
Oh, it's
no
gonna be
matter
great.
what.
I love it.
Do you want to talk about how easy it is to do keg stands every day?
Every fucking day. of my
Every
life.
fucking day, blasting kegs.
Yeah, dude. Keg stands. nonstop.
Fucking working out constantly, shooting guns.
You know, since we've got the man voice,
Since
on
we're
it,
man voice
we
right
should
now.
just talk about being a man.
Pounding beers.
The fuck does it mean to be a man?
How many times you sit on your balls in a week?
Twice at least.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Women have periods. We sit on our balls at least twice a
There
week.
is very few things in this world that are more alarming than that split second where you realize you just sat on your testicle.
It shocks through your fucking body. Every nerve.
Yeah. It's a whole lockdown of nerves the
Mm-hmm.
minute it happens because you're thinking worst case scenario.
It's a journey.
It's a tire blowing out. Like, oh my God, if that thing were to
Always worried
rupture,
about it cracking.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if it does. It's
Yeah.
like a grape, but if it ever
like
cracks.
it bursts or ruptures, like
Yeah.
Jesus, fuck, yeah. Couldn't do it. Couldn't deal.
Oh, God, I couldn't do it.
But yeah, man, being a man, fucking just getting the fuck after it.
Yeah, doing all the hard jobs and shit. Lifting all the
Yeah.
heavy weights and building roads and
Growing
whatnot.
beards.
Growing beards.
You know?
Growing hair everywhere except your head.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up with
What's
that?
up with that, dude? I got all this facial hair, but
Yeah.
no hair
Boom,
on my
gone.
goddamn head. It's
Gone.
just receding.
What the
And I'm
fuck?
growing hair out of my ears and my nose like it's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, true.
What
It's
is that
growing
about?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Except
my ass crack is
where
like
I
a
want-
goddamn alpaca.
It's a fucking jungle. It's the Amazon rainforest down there.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, and moist.
Very moist.
They say the Amazon rainforest breathes,
That swamp ass.
just like my ass hairs.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking, what else manly shit?
Bourbon,
Bourbon,
racing cars,
cigars,
shooting people.
shooting guns at each other,
Yeah, man.
pumping iron, picking up weight, putting it back down.
Pumping iron and pumping puss.
Pumping plus. How many proteins have you had today, bro?
Oh, that
1,400 proteins.
Ooh, I drink a gallon of milk a day.
It's always funny to me, like, when I would go to the gym and stuff and you'd see these fucking dickheads in there carrying around a fucking, like, gallon jug of water or this, that. Yeah, it's like, dude, go to the fucking water fountain when you need a drink.
Just get a normal thing of water.
Yeah, if you came in here with just like a regular ass thermos, but you coming in here with a 7-gallon fucking drum of water like you're some hard ass.
You don't finish it.
No. I've seen you take one drink out of that thing and you've carried it from 7 different fucking machines. Like,
It's like I'm this thirsty.
you're not.
I'm
That's
gonna
how
be
much
lifting
you're
so
gonna drink
hard.
throughout the whole day. You didn't need to bring that huge container in here.
Probably because they're on so much pre-workout because they think it makes them fucking bigger or some shit. These people fucking... Cocaine is healthier than pre-workout, ladies and gentlemen. Pre-workout's gonna make your fucking heart stop.
Oh, dude,
Jesus
I
Christ,
can
these guys
tell
fucking
you.
take it like crazy. Candy.
When I was working out, 24, 25 years old, 5 days a week, twice a day, just fucking getting after it. The pre-workouts, I was taking Muscle Farm pre-workouts.
Yeah.
And dude, it was literally like took 7 Adderall.
Dude, I've tried them all.
I'd get into the gym and literally I'd run through my workouts, man. It was unreal. And then I was also taking the nitric oxide pills.
Yeah.
And so those open up your blood vessels.
Make you fart a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
blow
you
it
get, I mean,
And it'll explode out of your
yeah.
asshole.
Yeah. it's fucking nuts though, like how dramatic of a difference your lifts are when you take that nitric oxide. I didn't think it was really a big deal, but when I started taking those, man, it's fucking nuts.
You ever take Jack 3D?
I've heard of it, but
I was taking that back in the day, back in 2007 and 8. Early days,
What'd you
like
think of
when I first started playing Minecraft back in the day. It had some chemical in it that was like meth, but yeah, it wound you
super
up.
jittery and just fucking
On it. There was,
yeah,
I was
jaw
somebody.
jacking while you're ripping fucking bands, chewing on your fucking necklace pendant and shit.
Yeah, chewing on the bar and shit, getting staph infections.
Oh god.
Fucking, I was somebody. I had been working. I worked out for a good fucking 6-7 years straight. I had a workout partner. We bought all the weights and shit. And one day somebody asked me if I was, it's good that I was being healthy. And I kind of looked at myself because it was like I looked healthy, but I had a whole on top of the fridge. There was all sorts of chemicals,
A whole laundry list
proteins,
of shit that you were putting in your
chemicals,
body.
whatever. And there was like a week before that, I was at AT&T getting a different phone or something. And I just remember just standing there, the guy was talking, I just started busting into sweat for some reason. I was having a hot flash. And I started sweating. The guy's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know.
I'm
Fuck,
gonna
I
die
have
right
a
now.
heart attack right now."
Fucking aneurysm.
Fuck.
Fucking vein in your head just explodes.
Yeah. So I hopped off all that stuff and then started taking steroids.
You remember that, speaking of steroids, you remember that night we were at the Roo, and there was that one schmo that fucking always came into the Roo, and he was always trying to peddle steroids.
Is he the guy with
Real
longer
tall.
hair?
No, short hair, probably 6'2", 6'3", 220. I mean, he was in good shape. He was probably in his mid-40s, early 50s.
I probably know.
But he come up talking to you and me one night. This is years ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago. And he come up to us like, because I mean, at the time, I think this is when you and I were working out at Ellington at the ice rink.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, that was a pretty good deal.
And we got in pretty good shape. I beefed up quite a bit when we were doing that. And like that guy come up talking to us and like, trying to sell us on steroids and trying to get us involved in it. He was asking me all these questions, and I'm like, look, man, I've been natty my whole life. I don't, I've looked into steroids, but you can attest to it. It has so much adverse effects on your body.
Yeah, I did 3 cycles, and the thing I quickly learned is if I were to continue to take that shit, once you start steroids, you don't stop.
You have to continue.
You have to continue to do it. You get so depressed when you're off cycle, and that's when the big side effects happen.
Yeah.
The acne,
and you,
feeling miserable.
You
and
deprive
shit.
your body of that level of testosterone.
You get
and
real weak in the
it
gym.
It becomes dependent. Your body becomes dependent on you. It's like any other drug. You know what I mean? It's like people that are doing methadone to get off heroin. Your body
which is crazy.
Your body becomes so fucking dependent on it that you can't survive without it.
Yeah.
So you're not really helping the issue. You're hindering it. If
Yeah.
not more. But yeah, man, fucking that dude just talking out his fucking ass, trying to get us on steroids and shit. I'm just like, no, I think I'm good, man. Like for example, I was taking those nitric oxide pills, a pre-workout, and then I had a post-workout protein shake. That's all I took. And in 3 months, I went from 125 pounds, 14 to 16% body fat, all the way to 155, 160, and 8.5% body fat. So like, in 3 months, I gained 25 pounds and lost a shit ton of fat, if you will.
Nice.
So I was in the apex of my physical prime.
You're a shorter guy, though. You build muscle pretty quick.
Yeah, it's easy to do. Like that's one thing, like my chest and my arms and my shoulders, it's always been easy for me to build those.
Yeah.
My legs, it's a little bit different, you know what I mean? Because, obviously with my injuries and shit, I can't do squats. My right leg would completely buckle. I don't really have an ACL.
Because your asshole, because you got blown out.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, my asshole got blown out.
Yeah.
But no, it goes all the way back to, high school, soccer and kickboxing.
Got blown out in high school.
Yeah, my asshole got blown out in high school. Being on the wrestling team. That's what they always tell you.
I keep saying that we should work out like before or after our podcast.
I would be about it now. Now that I don't have the responsibility of a puppy,
I go work out.
It's a little easier.
Yeah. maybe improve our physical appearance so we look better on the podcast.
Oh, I don't give a fuck if these people think I'm hot.
You don't care if these people think you're.
No, I hope they
all
all
three
think
of
I'm
them?
fucking ugly.
They know you're ugly.
Good. You like that? You like when I burp right in your fucking ear?
We're men.
Yeah, man.
We're men.
We should do spooky stories.
Spooky stories?
You have any spooky?
I think we should dedicate that
Spooky
to a
boy.
whole episode.
Oh, okay, we're not gonna do that today.
Not today, but we will. I'm about it. We'll look
Yeah.
up some fucking grade A stories.
We should also do like a Weird Al Yankovic style rap battle or change songs or something like that.
I
You know,
like
change
your
the words of
head,
songs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do a parody battle.
yeah, parodies
Parodies
nuts in your mouth.
nuts in your mouth. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm gonna kill you when you sleep.
you were gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill you when you're awake. When you're awake,
I hope you don't go to sleep before I wake up.
I'll never sleep.
You will sleep tonight.
I'm never forever.
You will sleep
Forever.
permanently tonight. Other man shit.
Living in your van.
Yeah, man, you remember how, like, the old SNL skit where it was like, oh, you're going to be smoking doobies, living in a van down by the river.
Now you can't afford a van.
Yep, $50,000.
Yeah, 50 to 100,000 a van life, $100,000
Yeah.
for a fucking van.
remember when
and
tiny-
you
tiny homes-
waterfront
Yeah.
by a river, really?
Like, you remember, like,
That's $1 million.
5 years ago when tiny homes started being a thing and they were maybe like 10 grand?
Yeah, and then now they're 60, 70, 80, $90,000.
Yeah, you look at these tiny homes now, they're the same exact build or the same exact model, fucking $100,000.
Fucking you can't live anywhere.
So you're telling me that this little house that is the size of my bedroom
Mm-hmm.
in my 3-bedroom home is worth more than my house?
One room rents for $1,000 here.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
One fucking
You
room.
don't, yeah, just the bedroom. You like that's it. That's all you're paying for.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. But living in a van,
We're gonna
fucking cool.
I got a big old box truck.
We're in the process of converting his box truck into a fucking liveaboard.
Maybe we should do something on that, like record, because I've got the shower almost done. The bathroom is kind of
Yeah, we could
framed.
give you guys a little MTV Cribs walkthrough of his his box truck.
I want to put a toilet in it.
He's got the shower almost finished. He's got to tile and do your
Tile,
yeah. But it's really cool. We were actually talking today about building a camper on the back of my truck as well. Because honestly, it's getting to the point here in Florida to where we did this on the last episode where we talked about it, how expensive it's getting down here, and it's through the fucking roof, and
Your boys are struggling over here.
yeah, it's to the point now where I'm literally giving up my home, and I'm going to live out of my vehicle, so I can save $900 a month.
So make sure you subscribe and give us money on Patreon if you don't
if you
have.
guys want to donate, please do.
Or maybe tell us how to start a Patreon.
Yeah. But for real, I can put my Venmo or my Cash App on here if you guys want to send some money to help us work on these vehicles and get our little camping shenanigans on.
Nobody wants to help us, Gil.
Well, you got to put it out there. Maybe there's some philanthropic billionaire out there that sees this and is like, you know what? I like these two fuckers. I'm going to buy them a fucking house.
We're probably gonna have to give them blowjobs.
I mean, one blowjob for a house, I think, is worth
I think it's worth it. Yeah, to finish.
Yeah.
I think we've already done this. Yeah,
For
you
a
have
house.
To, do you have? Yeah, for a house you have to finish. You
I
have
mean, in Florida, it's $500,000 for a goddamn crack shack. So
to, it's
I'm meeting my minimum. You know,
True.
it was $250.
What would he be on the hook for, like sales tax or like property taxes for
Yeah, I
like
mean,
3 years?
He'd have to pay, everything.
Yeah,
If
zero
I'm
out of
sucking him
pocket.
off to finish, yeah, he's got to pay everything.
And you're gonna have to pretend like you like it too.
If I'm pretending like I like it, then I need to get a monthly budget as well.
A stipend.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm sucking you off to completion for a house, yeah,
And you have to pretend like you like it.
it,
Yeah,
has,
you're
it
gonna-
has to be paid off.
you have to say stuff. You have to say weird shit like daddy and whatever.
I will not call him daddy. I will
Yeah,
draw the
yeah.
line there.
Not getting a house. What
Well,
about 50?
He's
bucks?
not getting a blowjob.
What would you do for 50 bucks?
I would look at a penis for $50.
I like it. Me too.
I'm not
All right, I got 50 bucks.
gonna. Hey, fuck yeah, I'm poor.
Give me 50 bucks.
50 bucks. Hey, you guys got an extra 50 bucks, and you want me to just stare at your dick? I got you.
I don't have $50.
50 bucks, man. I'll stare at your cock all day.
It's getting to the point. Well, right now it's like
I'm at the point where I'm about to just start fucking whoring myself out on the fucking street corner to fat chicks. Like, y'all want to? I don't know why, but fat chicks love me. I'm real little. I don't understand why, but I've always like thick bitches love me for some reason, and they always chase me down. I don't know why they're looking for a little man like me. They're gonna squish me.
They're trying to get that little kale salad, you know. They want to eat healthy.
They want me to climb around on them like a koala. Like, I don't
Climb
know.
like a tree.
I don't understand that. It's like you always see those like super scrawny meth head looking white dudes with like 400-pound women. Like I've never understood that dynamic
Yeah.
at all.
I've never understood that.
It's like a 2x4 fucking a beanbag chair. Like
Nothing's happening.
it's just a lot of noise.
Those big girls are just trying to eat healthy kale because you're a salad.
I mean, hey, you want to get yourself some kale salad? You got 145 pounds over here
Oh,
for you.
you know, honestly, what you should be doing is there's dating sites that are for cougars, like wealthy women looking for
Younger
dude,
men.
Like, yeah, do that.
If I could find a cougar that would pay my way.
Is that a fucking? There's a website. There is.
See, this is the only time in my life that I've ever wanted to be a woman. Just
Oh,
have-
you're transitioning. You can be. You
Just have
just
somebody-
say you are.
Just have somebody take care of me. You know what I mean? Just let me look pretty and you pay the bills. Tell me I'm pretty and pay the bills. How about that? I am now identifying as a trophy wife.
I looked up sugar
Those
baby
doctors.
app for dudes. Oh, adult friend finder. Ooh.
I don't know if you heard me, Michael, but I'm identifying as a trophy wife from here on out.
Who's?
Me.
Oh,
I identify as a trophy
you're about to
wife.
be woman of the year.
Yeah. My pronouns are bad bitch, hottest woman alive, and your queen/goddess. So if you don't call me that shit, I'll punch you in the fucking mouth. Richbitch.com. Is that where you're going?
Dude's looking for rich women.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know, because the other one was just like, install meet, date rich elite, MM.
Since this is like a full-on man episode, we talked about Spike TV the other day.
Yeah,
And
this would be hilarious.
the Man Show. For those of you that don't remember, I remember being like 10 to 12 years old when the Man Show came out.
Your love meat.
Ooh. And I would stay up just late enough and sneak out of my bedroom so I could go watch. Because they'd always have these girls on trampolines.
Oh, yeah.
Late
What do they
night.
call them? They call them the jugglies or something like that?
Like that. But I remember being 10 to 12 years old and, sneaking out of my bedroom to go downstairs to the basement, fucking turn the TV on, put it on
Fucking
mute.
crank your meat.
I wouldn't crank my meat, but I'd get excited. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, holy shit, there's a bunch of women jumping on trampolines. Like,
Okay, so you're
So
young.
cool.
Did you know how to masturbate back then?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the first time I masturbated. I want to say it was probably like around 12 years old.
At some point,
Something like that, I realized, like, oh shit, this does something when you touch
yeah,
it.
because my dick would get hard, but I wouldn't do anything with it for a while, and then I would touch it eventually, and then start stroking. It was a natural progression because I was
Yeah.
by myself.
Yeah, it's weird how that shit happened.
Yeah, over the course of like 4 years through puberty, and I had no idea shit came out of it.
Yeah, same. And
And
then,
no, until one day it happened, I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
yeah.
And then the first time I actually nutted in a woman, I was like, oh my god, damn near passed out. Like,
And you're constantly chasing that high for the
Yeah.
rest of your
For
fucking
the
life.
rest of your fucking life.
Yeah, man.
Tell you what, if any women are watching this, the difference between jacking off for a dude and going inside of a woman that doesn't even compare.
Oh yeah.
There's like a 50%. It's like 150% better to do that than to jack off. It just is what it is.
It's like
Damn near passing out. Like, oh my god.
it's like hitting a half quarter versus a layup.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, layup's easy. You know what I mean? It's effortless. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. At a half quarter,
Yeah,
you sink that motherfucker at the buzzer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the feeling that you get.
It's the same feeling as a cop. Like, say you're a cop and you're pulling over a white guy versus shooting a black guy.
Right.
Right.
Night
The
and day
difference, that cop's feeling so much better oppressing, an African a minority of any. Yeah.
Spot on. But yeah, man, masturbation is weird when you think about it, because nobody
It's shameful.
teaches you how to do that. You
Yeah.
just stumble upon it yourself, and
Yeah. You're just handsy with yourself for a while until
Yeah.
something comes out of your dick.
and then you spend the rest of your life
Just three
cranking
times,
away
4
at
times
it.
daily servicing yourself. Just fucking beat your dick raw like a fucking beat.
beating it like it stole something from you.
Beating it till it turns red like a tomato, just fucking, every second you have, just beat your dick.
Oh, any free time you got, choking it off.
Choking it off.
Pocket pool out the fucking wazoo, man. Funeral.
Starting salsa dance nights just so you can jack off, you know what I'm saying, to all the honeys.
But yeah, man. And then, you stumble across some Playboys and some penthouses somewhere. And I remember, was it 11, 12 years old is when we moved into our new house on the Doga Road. I remember going back in this little wooded area behind our house and finding like a fort that the kids that used to live there had built. And our parents had no idea it was back there.
Yeah.
Eventually they found out, but it was very hidden, and like we went through these pine trees and found it back there, and there was a stash of Playboys and penthouses from like 20 years ago.
Nice.
Granted, this is in like 2006, like 2006, no, 2003 or 2004, something like that.
Long as fucking time ago.
Yeah. And so I'm looking at Playboy's penthouses from like the 80s, So a lot of bush. So I was terrified of vaginas the first time I saw them, because
Yeah.
it's just so much hair. It's just nonstop afros down there.
I actually, I don't mean to brag. Well, no, I do. Fuck you.
Brag.
I saw a vagina in real life before I saw one in pictures.
Nice.
And it was, there was a kid, he was a fucking douche, but his girlfriend, I saw her tits at a bowling alley.
Nice.
It was great. I was in middle school and she was in high school, like sophomore in high school, and I was like 7th, 8th grade. And yeah, she was a little hoe, and we saw her tits, and then I hung out with her like almost every fucking day.
Nice. Just
But her
waiting for the next
boyfriend,
time.
her boyfriend lived like 6 miles. So when he got off the bus, he would ride his bike into town, but me and this girl would just hang out. And then I guess one day they were trying to fuck or something. He couldn't do anything or whatever, and I'd come over, and he was leaving all mad. I'm like, I don't see how this guy, looking back, I don't see how this guy didn't realize what the fuck was going on. He was a kid. He was a kid too. And then I go over there, and she was like horny, and she just wanted to fuck, so I fucked her.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Nice.
I figured
Figured it out.
I figured it out. I was
Figured
like
out where to put
13.
everything. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah, we were listening to DMX.
Nice. Rough
fucked up.
Riders.
Dun, 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 watch out, self-censor.
It's fucking great.
I self-censor in the car when I'm listening to rap music.
Yeah.
I'll say ninja. I don't know. It feels weird for me to say it.
Even when I'm alone, that's not a word that ever comes out of my mouth, man. It's just not a word I like. But yeah, figuring out sex for the first time was an absolute fucking nightmare. Because I was trying to do way too much. I thought I was taking everything I learned from porn and trying to be a goddamn porn star at 15 years old. And dude, it was a mess. Fortunately, she had done it before, so I mean, made it a little bit easier.
I was just figuring it out. We just had a blast.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking great. Don't get me wrong, but like for me, like looking back on it now versus what I'm capable of doing now, it was a fucking
Fully capable of doing.
full fucking mess.
How miserable would you be? Like this guy, I still don't think. I forgot the guy's name. I still don't know what he was trying to do, but he was this close to taking somebody's virginity and his own, but couldn't figure it out. Right? Something was happening, whatever. And then for another man to then come in and satisfy your woman. And then, like, they're still dating and not fucking. Yeah.
It sounds like a marriage.
Forever. They were dating. Yeah. Because it would be like, I live closer to her, so I'd come over and we'd fuck, and then he'd be riding his bike
On the way there.
Because it's 6 miles away. So
by
he'd
the
have to
time
get
he
off
gets
his
there,
bus. She's already been
Your
fucked.
dick is still on her breath when he pulls up.
And they're just gonna read comic books or whatever, or the back of albums, and talk about how much he loves her and shit. It was so fucked up. Now, I mean, looking back on it now, it's pretty fucked up. But I was a kid. I was just learning.
I know that sex isn't everything in a relationship, but if I'm in a relationship and not getting any at all, I don't get how that's enjoyable, man. Like I'm not huge on like sex outside of a relationship. If I'm single, I'm not like just nonstop pussy prowling like these predatory fucking dickheads that run around the bar all the goddamn time.
They probably never get pussy anyway.
Yeah.
There's only one or two dudes I've ever seen that actually get a
Actively,
lot. Yeah,
continuously, yeah. There's one or two guys I know that can literally go out every night of the week and get a girl.
And it's like,
Yeah, but we're not sitting here saying that they're fucking 10s, but they're pulling 6s up. You know what I mean? It's at least a 6 and above.
Yeah, something that you would be jealous of. Like, God damn, this guy's getting something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's going.
I like the guy going out getting fucking bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, and I know guys like that literally have absolutely no standards. As long as they can go home with something.
Yeah.
Why, dude?
Well, they're good. They're keeping our environment clean.
Yeah,
they're like vacuum cleaners.
It's terrible. I was having a conversation with one of my old buddies. I won't say his name, but we were at the Rue one night, and he was dogging me because I don't harass women at the bar.
You don't pull bitches. I get that too. Like, why don't you ever pull bitches?
Like, why don't you go talk to her? Blah blah blah. I was a bartender for a long time. I watched the bar environment. I know how many times the average girl gets hit on. We're not talking about the supermodels. We're not talking about the 9s and 10s. I'm talking about the 4s and 5s. Those bitches are getting hounded at the bar.
Constantly.
We're not even talking about the upper.
That's why they go to gay bars, so they don't get hounded.
And so me going up to a girl at a bar is never going to fucking happen because I've watched it. When I worked on campus at Purdue, I'd watch one girl over the course of an hour. She'd get hit on by 20 different dudes. Using the same 4 or 5 pickup lines, let me buy you a drink. Hey, you're beautiful. Have I met you before? The same tired fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't approach women is because I don't want to be another statistic. I don't want to be another guy that she had to dodge tonight.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? And chances are maybe we hit it off. Maybe I'm charismatic and funny and she enjoys it. But I'm not trying to take that chance. It's like Stephanie when we got together.
You don't want to push it.
I thought she was absolutely gorgeous, and the conversation was fantastic.
But then somebody was over. Yeah, fucking.
Oh yeah, somebody's being a fucking.
He was, trying to get in there.
And slide in, but
so your boy had to hold him off.
Yeah, you had to keep that fucking dickhead at bay. But
Wingman.
But what I'm saying is, like in that instance, we said goodbye that night. I didn't ask for her number. I didn't push the issue. I thanked her for a great conversation and everything.
Yeah, wasn't she like, why didn't you ask me for my number?
Yeah, she was
like
blown away that I didn't ask, and I'm just like, well, it's not my MO. I don't, I can have a great conversation with you and think that you're absolutely stunning, and I'll leave it at that. I don't have to convey that. You know what I mean? I can keep that stuff inside, and I don't have to act on these urges. You know what I mean? But some guys can't differentiate between that. Some guys have to act on those urges. They can't repress that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
they're a slave to desire.
I could think that you were the absolute perfect woman for me in the world, and I probably still wouldn't take that shot 9 times out of 10.
I don't really want to.
Because 1, I've been rejected a million times in my life. I don't need any more. 2, chances are it's probably just, if it's a bar setting, it's going to be a one-night stand. I've never had any success in a meaningful relationship finding it at a bar. You know what I mean? There's never been a single one of my relationships that's worked out that I've met at a bar. If drinking's involved, it's probably not going to turn out good. But yeah, man, it's not something I do. And he would razz me for this nonstop.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, dude, I'm not just trying to fucking go home with some random hoe. And he's like, oh, I don't care, dude. He's like, I'll bang fucking 4s all day. He's like, if I go home with 2 4s, it's an 8. And I'm like,
Gross.
that's not how that works. And the fact that you think that way is absolutely fucking disgusting. The
Gross.
fact that you think that if you bang a couple 4s, it adds up to an 8.
No.
No, you're just averaging 4s.
Yeah, you double up with the average.
Like, and the fact that you have absolutely no standard, it's appalling, man. Because like, my outlook is the reason I don't do one night stands. I'm gonna take this girl home. I'm gonna get her pregnant. She's gonna turn out to be a worthless, dumb bitch.
Yep.
Knowing my fucking luck, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, God loves to see you suffer.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
That's why you're not dead.
Yep. He won't let me.
You're like a reality TV show that won't fucking end.
Yep. I'm like Fast and Furious, dude.
Yeah, Fast Furious 10.
75.
70 fucking 100.
Can't do more.
I feel like my MO when it comes to finding women is it really doesn't matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. If I notice somebody looking at me a lot like they're interested, I see the body
Right,
language.
like if I have your
Then
attention,
I'll say hi or something.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it.
yeah, it doesn't have to
Right.
go any further.
Yeah.
I've always had the best relationships started off as friendships.
Yeah.
I mean, become friends with each other, enjoy each other's presence, because that's the most important thing in a relationship. If you can
Yeah.
spend time just being together without saying anything, that's a big thing in relationships too, is being able to be comfortable in silence. You know what I mean?
True.
There's a lot of times, like our relationship or our friendship, for example,
Our gay relationship.
yeah, our partnership. We don't have to be talking to each other. There's
No.
countless times where we'll go to the bar and get a beer, or we'll go to Adobe and get a drink and just sit there
Fucking hang out, do our own thing.
for
But
an hour
just
and
hang
never
out.
say a word.
Mhm.
And that's what I look for in a relationship is being able to just be in each other's presence and be each other's peace. We don't have to fucking talk every fucking goddamn minute of the day.
You don't, because then you're looking for, that's more
You're just
opportunity
looking for
for
filler.
like, yeah, fodder
Yeah.
for conversation at that point.
Conversation for just conversation's sake is
Yeah.
pointless.
Going back through old stories or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like you can have conversations about planning for the future and shit, but that's not going to take up 7 days a week.
No.
Or like I want to go eat or do something like that. That's just, we're just living. It shouldn't be every 5 seconds should be an exhilarating conversation.
Right. And, debating. I don't want to debate with you.
Oh,
on
no.
stuff. We can have conversations and we can have open dialogue and we can, have disagreements. But I don't want you to second guess every opinion and every stance that I have.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't do that, to you. Like if I'm in a relationship with you and you don't agree with something I say, I don't need to sit here and debate it with you
Yeah.
or to validate my stance. Take it or leave it. I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other. Don't try to sway me one way or another. And that's universal.
That's universal,
I don't
yeah.
think that's just romantic relationships. I think it's everyone. If you've got an opinion on something, you can try to articulate it to others, but forcing it down their throat, that's when you become an asshole.
That's exactly when you become an
It's
asshole.
like, like opinions are like penises, It's,
Yeah.
It's cool to have an opinion.
You can
Cool,
always
have
suck an
opinions.
opinion.
What?
Opinions always get sucked
They do. They get sucked right off.
dry for a house.
Yeah. But no, penises and opinions, it's cool to have an opinion, but once you start waving it in everybody's face and shoving it down their throat, then it becomes a fucking problem.
Nice.
Just like a penis. You can have a penis and think it's awesome.
You just can't wave it
The
around.
minute you start waving it in people's faces
Yeah.
and shoving it down their throat, it becomes a
Then
problem.
it's assault, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But, yeah.
I think we're gonna close this thing down. I wanted to try one fucking thing
What's that?
before we get off. I'm gonna change your voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this has been great. I can't wait to hear this when we get done. We've got voice changers on our board.
We're gonna change the voice.
You guys ready?
Baby.
You're a baby. Oh my god, I'm a baby now. You show me your titties, mommy. Let me get some of that milk, girl.
Robot.
I'm a robot. I have a robot vagina. Come suck my robot
penis. Yeah, I like this. Is fucking awesome, man. If you guys aren't on board with this, get the fuck out. I don't care.
Female.
Oh my god, did you hear what that stupid bitch Kathy had to fucking say the other day? If she comes in this office again and tries to talk to me like that, I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. I'm gonna take her purse, I'm gonna throw it in the fucking toilet, I'm gonna take all her makeup, throw it in the sink, drown that shit. Fuck that bitch.
Male. Pro.
Hear that?
Pop. MC.
All right, we're back to normal.
Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. If you
It ain't
haven't
been
been
real
tuning
fun.
in, tune the fuck in right now.
Tune in, and any sponsors that want to sponsor these two pieces of shit, fuck it, do it.
We say a lot
Don't
of curse
be
words.
scared.
We're open about our hot takes,
Oh,
and we cannot be censored. So if you have issues with that, you can't sponsor us.
instantly censored. Hey, we should hire strippers to sit here with their titties out, and then that would be our gimmick.
I like where your
And then we
head's
get to
at.
see titties.
Let's talk about that on the next episode.
On the next episode of the LavaSlug podcast.
Tune
Go,
in,
go, go. Fuck
like,
yourself.
subscribe, follow. Fuck yourself. I'm fucking out of here.